This is Meyer Residences 1152 square feet layout. High floor 3-bedroom freehold project. Right upcoming in front of it is the Katong Park MRT station. This is intact, the door frame is intact. Even this common room door frame and door is intact. This is Meyer Residences, one of the very interesting freehold plot. Although there's only 68 units, but it's as good as a full condo facilities kind of development. We're heading up to a high floor 3-bedroom. I think it'll be very interesting for a family to own the freehold plot right within the D15 enclave. So let's go. Alright, so I know you have gotten a glimpse of this beautifully renovated 3-bedroom, but before I show you the renovation, the layout, definitely we want to have a look at the location analysis first, because this is situated at a corner plot of the Meyer Road region. All of you know that Meyer Road and Amber Road is one of the very popular addresses that you want to own in D15. Meyer Road happens to have 2 MRT stations serving it in about 2 to 3 years time once the Thomson East Coast line is ready. Right in front of us, this is Katong Park MRT station. Estimated timeline should be about 2023 to 2024. Once this is going to be ready, you're only going to take about 2 minutes walk right from your main entrance of Meyer Residences towards the MRT station, and this is going to bring you towards Gardens by the Bay as well as Marina Bay Sands, and then you'll head on towards Shenton Way, Orchard Boulevard in a couple of stations. As you cross over to Katong Park, you just need to take a stroll towards the left hand side, and that will bring you towards the East Coast Beach. Coming back to Meyer Residences, this project was completed in the year 2009. 68 units. You might be thinking that, hey, is this a very low density kind of a boutique development that's low rise? But in fact, Meyer Residences is a high rise project. If you were to come by Meyer Residences, you will notice that not only do you have security that's 24 hours, you also have a tennis court, gymnasium, a nice sized lap pool, children's playground, children's pool, multi-story car park, and ample visitor lot. The monthly maintenance right here is only about $420 odd, which is very reasonable for the 3-beders. Now 68 units is being separated into 2 plus study and 3-bedroom type units. If you buy a 3-bedroom right here, you have stack 3 and 4 for you to select. These are the 1152 square feet layouts that we are standing right now. Because it is a 1-tower project, the developer has also given most of the units 3 different directions. So for this unit, you not only have the south facing, one of the bedroom also have the north facing, so there's going to be a lot of cross ventilation as well from the front, and coming back from one of the bedrooms at the back, and your kitchen as well. Let's have a look at the floor plan area. The moment you enter, not only do you have a dry and wet kitchen, on top of that, a separate yard zone with a WC in the yard space, a home shelter for you to use as a storage room. Your bedroom sizes are all fantastic. Common bathroom serving 2 common bedrooms, and a nice size ensuite with a long bath and a planted balcony that we just mentioned. Okay, so what you're seeing right here is nicely maintained since about 4 years back when our owners bought this space. What they've done is that they wanted a more neutral tonality in terms of its renovation, and they have also designed a lot of storage space within this place. Usually when people come in from the foyer area, they will probably have very huge cabinetry flush along the wall line, and sometimes that leaves the entrance zone a little bit in a more narrow kind of fashion. How they have designed this true cabinetry space is to plant it within the dry kitchen counter, so it's all nicely hidden over here, and that saves a lot of space, thereby not making your entrance foyer narrow in a sense, and you still can put in a nice sitting bench right here for you to wear your shoes right in front. As you walk here, interestingly, this flip side also gives you very deep storage space that you can put in a lot of your cooking ware, plus this zoning as well. Very nice and deep countertop space that you can utilize it as a dry kitchen. Right behind me, these are also very functional pull out. It's very useful if you want to keep a lot of stuff. Top of it, nicely hidden DB box right within. Fridge is located right within the dry kitchen. You have seen a lot of our home tours. We talk about how layouts has evolved over the years. This kind of layout, when it was completed in 2009, is definitely in today's context one of the very premium kind of layout, because most 3-bedroom kind of layout will give you the very straight cut dining and kitchen all in one straight rectangle, with the only opening towards the view being at the living room balcony space. But if you were to have a look at this is what we call a wide angle layout, because you get the opening right at the living room. with this planter balcony which has already been decked up. It's quite sizable in the sense that you can still have 4 to 5 people here holding a very nice conversation. You want to have a look at the view from here, you want to enjoy a little bit of the D15 air. The living room is served by 4 sliding panels. ACs are Mitsubishi Electric. Owners has also put in ceiling fans for the living plus all the bedrooms. So if you were to sit here, you'll notice that the width towards the living room TV console area is pretty deep. And one of the key benefits of having that wide angle layout is that if you're at your dining zone, you can also interact with your guests at the living area, thereby enjoying the television console space together. This is the dining space, wide angular layout facing, fronting towards the south facing. Something that is interesting is that you also have 2 very huge panel of window space that your dining space will get to enjoy. This bay window concept, it was very popular in the early 2000s as well as the early part of 2010s. With introduction of a lot of different creative carpentry style, you can build up stuff on top of the bay window. But of course, you can't hack this away. Nowadays, there's a lot of different designs with nice cushioning all the way from the wall line downwards towards the sitting areas. Alternatively, one other thing that you can do is that you can make use of this to be the sitting bench for the entire dining area. If you come back towards this direction, we like this layout because it forms a nice triangle zone from the dry kitchen to the dining space to the living area. This is what we call an interaction triangle because that gives a lot of flexibility when you want to entertain guests. You don't have to be alone in the wet kitchen cooking. Before we talk about pricing analysis, we want to have a look at the functionalities of this wet kitchen space. First thing I noticed is that you have dual sink, L corner panel, cooking top counter space, Bosch oven right here. You also have a 3-burner cooking system with a Bosch hood. I like the fact that the refuse chute is right beside the sink because technically you don't really have to have a dustbin within the kitchen. You can just cook, clean up, you want to throw in some raw food, you can just come over here, open up and then throw it right inside. The height level is just nice at your waist level, so very easy to maneuver, especially if you cook a lot at home. I also like the fact that right on top you have more space to keep your kitchenware. Still have this nice corner for you to maneuver. Most importantly, 2 large panel of ventilation windows within the kitchen, which is very important nowadays. And then as you come back here, these are your condiments area. And at the top, glassware. And over here, nice size home shelter as your utility room. Racks are already all done inside. Nice spacious yard zone with a huge ventilation at the back. At this pocket, you get to see a little bit of indoor stadium. And then a WC in the yard zone, which is the 3rd toilet. There's also bathing facilities here. So most of the time, people use the WC toilet to be a washing zone. Maybe sometimes you have clothes that you don't want to put inside the washing machine. You want to hand wash a little bit. This is a great space. You also have some nice drying racks right here. Technically speaking, you can use this as the clothes drying area. We do see some ceiling space that you can actually install, pull down, and then you can push outwards for your clothes drying. Not forgetting, you have this nice sliding panel door. Before we bring you to the bedrooms, we want to chat a little bit about some of the pricing analysis that we noticed here. If you were to look at what is happening in the D15 zones, the start point is at the Siglap zoning, all the way moving on towards Marine Terrace, and then you have Marine Parade, followed by the Tanjong Katong area, and then followed by Meyer, and then we hit this intersection point right here, which is at Tanjong Roos. We noticed there's been a couple of new launches that has popped up within the Meyer and Amber precinct. So per square foot prices wise, it has started all the way from about 2,400 plus to about $2,800 per square foot inside the new launches. Along Meyer, there are 3 projects that has popped up. One is Meyer House, the other is Meyer Mansion, the next one will be One Meyer. The key indication of the movement of the market is always the new launches setting the benchmark pricing when it was first launched. When they TOP in about 2 to 3 years time, they're also going to set another new level of new benchmark because the owners that first bought from developers, these owners are not going to sell back the same price, perhaps about $150 to $200 or maybe even $250 per square foot. When the projects TOP, especially along Meyer Road in the next 2 to 3 years, what is going to happen is that the new benchmark PSF is going to be at a different level from today. If we were to bring out the map of the resale great pricing ranges around Meyer Road as well. With some of the two-bedders in some of the larger projects over here, because of the size, the quantum also crosses into the range that is slightly above the 2 mil mark. If you look at these different aspects combined together, I think for a 3-bedroom, for you to own at a 1152 square feet at this price range, we think that in terms of entry price in quantum totality, it's going to be pretty interesting for a freehold plot, and that's right next to the MRT station. So meantime, let's have a look at the bedrooms. Before you hit your 3 bedrooms, you're served by a common bathroom. And bathroom is in great shape. You don't have to renovate. Just check out the wall tiles and the flooring, the vanity top, bottom storage, nice mirror that's already planted in. Towards the shower area, there are also nice pockets right here for you to put in your toiletries, plus a nice ventilation window. Let's head towards the bedroom and let's check out the bedroom sizes. What you can do with this room is that you can design a mount-on queen bed to mount on top of this bay window right here. Full-size window panel, fantastic. Original floor plan is that the queen bed will be situated at the bed head over here. You can actually design maybe a carpentry system for this entire bay window area to be a study table zone. When you put in a study table, usually what people will do is that they will have a little bit of allowance right here for storage space, for some pull-out drawers, and then the table will be slightly elevated outwards towards here. So you can put in a chair. So you can definitely sit about 2 to 3 people right here fronting towards the view. You also have plugs that is already done. Alternatively, you can also use this as a reading area as mentioned. Room size is definitely in great shape. Flooring wise, these are all nicely done with parquet, with dark lacquer. And as you cross opposite towards this is a room that has the north facing, and you have a clearer view of indoor stadium right here, as well as the apartments right opposite Tanjong room. Now this room has also a nice 5-panel wardrobe system, because currently it's being used more like a wardrobe space. Alternatively, you can also redesign it into a proper bedroom. And then as you walk through these 2 curtains, that actually brings you through towards the master room. What our owners have done is that they actually have opened up this small little opening here, and it can be easily reinstated. We already got a quotation ready. That costs about 3 grand to put back, make good, and you still maintain the original entrance of the master room door. So this is intact, the door frame is intact, even this common room door frame and door is intact. Now, I want to bring your attention to this part. Now, we like this cross intersection zone because if you want to travel towards city, all you need to do is to drive out from Meyer Road, and then you can go straight towards ECP, towards city, or you can turn left towards ECP Changi if you're heading back towards Tanjong Katong or towards Changi area. If you want to go to Marine Parade, you also have 2 options. You can also head by ECP Changi, that will bring you straight towards the exit, or you can just head back along Fort Road, and that will bring you through Tanjong Katong very quickly. Once the MRT station is ready, this is going to be one of the most connected MRT lines. If you notice, this master is extremely good size. King beds, 2 side tables, ceiling fan. You have also cold flood being done. 4 panels nicely done for neutral tone. You have another extra 2-panel wardrobe that's sitting on top of the bay window area. You can use this L corner to put in a television, and then you can flush this with more cushions just to rest here and read some books. Most importantly, enjoy this corner view of the entire Tanjong Rhu area plus the sea belt. If you come towards your ensuite, you have a few different zones. This is like the dry zone with your sink and then your WC. Something interesting is that behind these 2 huge mirrors, wow, check this out. You can put in a lot of stuff right here. Shower area with your long bath. The bay, of course, allows you to put in some things over there. Venison blinds have already been done on top of the frosted glass. A very good size and decent ensuite. So last but not least, when families buy properties in the D15 zone, you're going to buy a project that is freehold in nature, that is seated beside a future MRT that actually helps your project to become more and more distinct with a lot of good things packed into the location. I think it future-proof your projects a lot more. When you buy freehold properties, these are properties in perpetual. You can hold this later on as you need bigger spaces or want to switch location. You can also rent this out very easily. With an MRT right in front, tenants are going to love this project. Furthermore, it has almost all the facilities that other condominiums have, and on top of that, it has a privacy status because there's less than 80 units right here. So if you want to have a look at this place, give our listing managers a call. The numbers to reach them are right here below. All the details are in the landing page link below as well. And do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My name is Melvin Lim, PropertyLimBrothers. As always, happy to show you the place. Take care. Very popular lanes all the very popular road names, all the very popular addresses that you and this white. Sorry, I'm going to switch this out. Okay, freehold in nature that is seated beside a future MRT, which is a